guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to add some more funds to an existing copier or add a new copier. Okay, so as I mentioned in the previous videos, I'm doing this every quarter now, every quarter of the year. So let's have a quick look at what we've got going on in eToro at the moment. Okay, so as you can see, I've still got only OlivierDanvel. So far the total profit for the year is $1.32, and that was from an initial value of $200. Okay, so 0.66% profit altogether for the year so far from mid-January to 1st of April, which is today. Okay, so we're at a point now where it's the start of the second quarter of the year. As you can see here, I've already added $200 today. Okay, so equity 400, and this is a spare 200. So either going to add 200 to OlivierDanvel, which I'm kind of leaning towards because, as I've mentioned in a few of my previous videos, he is a sort of safety net, if you like. Like if I can get most of the equity on him, at least 50%, then it should cover for any mistakes. The future other future traders that I add onto the list, if they make a mistake, it sort of cover it and help out a bit. So at the moment, it's either going to be OlivierDanvel, I'll just add 200 into him, or one other trader specifically, which I'll talk to you through now. So I have had a look at this already. So I was thinking, how has the dreaded coronavirus affected the stocks? So I had a look already, but let's have a look how it's affected my copiers on my watch list. Okay, so the updates, I did have Mikhail on here. I'm not sure what's happened with him. Because a second ago he was on here, but there wasn't any stats here. There wasn't any buttons to add to copy or any stats at all. It was just his picture over here. And when you click on his profile, it just refreshes the page. So, I think maybe he's quit eToro. He's maybe closed his account. As I said, I've not been, because it's OlivierDanvel and he's quite trustworthy. He's not going to sort of go in the red massively. He's never been in the red. He's always always green and always a little bit in the green. It's not too risky. So I haven't been checking as much as I would like to on eToro. If I did, I probably would have seen, a status from Mikhail saying he's leaving or something. But anyway, as a result, I've sort of removed Mikhail because I couldn't really do anything. He was just sort of there, unclickable almost. So now we're left with our 5 traders. So the 5 original traders on the watch list. So OlivierDanvel, Trading 0207, Arete Capital, Big Profits, and Eddie KH. Okay, so these are the original 5. What I have done since the last video is I had a look back at 2 of the other big names, which I used to dabble in 2019. And that was Jepe and jaynemesis. So whilst I was losing a lot of money in 2019, I also did dabble in some copy trading, and these 2 are the names that came up quite a lot, mostly because of how many copiers they've got. So Jepe's got 8,000 and jaynemesis has got 9,600. From my experience, jaynemesis actually gave a lot of interest, a lot of profit when I was copying him. So I kept going back to him. I was very drawn to him, as a trader. So both of these names stuck out to me. I've added them now to my watch list here. Going to see what happens. They are, compared to the other 5, they are, at least originally how I thought about it was, they was more risky. So that's why I didn't put them on the original list of 6 copiers. But I've added them now. Just going to see what happens, have a look. as you can see here, I've now put on the 3 months change. So this is the profit and loss for each of these traders. That's changed within the 3-month period. So I wanted to see how the coronavirus has affected their trading. Before I looked on eToro, I thought, well, everyone's going to be deep red, losing all their money, just drastic percentages lost. And to be fair, it's not too far from the truth. Take a look at trading here in a 3-month period. He's lost 20% of his assets. He lost 5% of his investors. Damn, coronavirus. REIT capital, 4%, so not as bad. He lost 5% of his investors as well. Skip to Eddie here, so 15%. Lost 11% of his investors. And Jeppe lost almost 17%. Lost hardly any investors. So these are the 4 big ones that stand out to me. Obviously, our REIT's only 4%, but he's in the red. That stands out to me because he's in red. So these 4, because today I'm supposed to be, I've added $200, and now it's a case of, do I add that $200 back into Olivier so he would have all of it, which is $400, or do I add on someone else? So with that in mind, I had a look on here and I was like, well, I don't really want to go for one of these 4 that's in the red. They're professional traders, and I appreciate and respect what they're doing and how they're doing it. If I was doing it myself, it would be a lot more in red than these 4. But as they're professional traders and they're getting copiers and they're getting investors, I have to look out for which traders has the best stats, especially during a crisis such as this. So let's have a quick look at OlivierDanvel, Big Profits, and jaynemesis. Okay. So somehow, but not surprisingly, OlivierDanvel is still in the green even during the coronavirus outbreak. So 1% in January, 0.26 in February, 0.22 in March. Okay, so at the moment, OlivierDanvel is looking like a good option to put the 200 in. Let's have a look at Big Profits. So January, small loss, February, small loss, and almost 1% in March. At the moment, I want to stay clear of Big Profits because, as I mentioned in my Excel file video, ideally I want to save Big Profits till last just to reduce that risk factor, because he was the riskiest out of at the time, the 6 traders that I had on my watch list. So let's get rid of Big Profits for now. So it's between Olivier and jaynemesis. Let's have a quick look at jaynemesis over the last 7 years. So -1, 40, 75, 340, -53, 50. So there's risk here. Jay predominantly deals in crypto. So 2018, when it all come crashing down, if I remember correctly, which is how he's lost -53. And then it started to climb again in 2019, which is how he got that 52 back. But he's essentially, give or take, broken even in 2 years. So he hasn't made money. But he has some good profits when he does do it. 14% in January. Compared to OlivierDanvel, 1%. But Jay's riskier. So Let's make a decision. I'm always drawn to these greens from Olivia. Even during this time, he's still doing it. Let's have a look at the. Okay, so 16%, 18%, 8%. I mean, these are good numbers. I mean, especially when it's basically zero risk from, obviously, that's just my personal opinion based on Olivia's past trading months. But that's all we can base it on, is what they've done previously. And if they make a post saying what they're planning to do, what they're going to do, how they're going to sort of move and stuff. But I mean, Olivia's still standing out to me. I'm tempted. Just that greed, isn't it? Looking at Jay, like, he could make some money though, quite quickly. I mean, from past experiences as well, it would only be a loss for a month, but overall, at the end of the year, he would make it back. Little loss in 2014, big profit in 2015, same in 2016, massive profit in 2017 due to Bitcoin, I imagine, going from essentially $0 to $20,000, and then lost minus 50% and gained 52. He's averaging, or he was 2019, this area averaging about 5-6%, maybe 8%. That's some loss. At the moment, I don't want to risk it, so we'll come back to Jay in next quarter and see how he's getting on. I think what we're going to do is add the 200 to OlivierDanvel. Let's just see if he's saying anything at the moment that's new. Okay, let's do it. Minimum amount to add is 100. When does that happen? I thought it was 200. Copy open trades. $200. Cool. Okay, so $3 available, 400 is allocated. That's only because I added $200 into the thing. And I wish I made that much in a day. So $1.31 profit. Okay, excellent. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It seems that I stuck with OlivierDanvel for a second time around. So mid-January was OlivierDanvel, $200 in, and now 1st of April, which is the time of recording this video, another $200 in. Which I'm happy with. The idea for the first phase is to put, so $1,200? So $1,200 into OlivierDanvel, and then 5 other traders, or 4 other traders. So 5 other traders would get $200 each. So that way, OlivierDanvel would have half of the equity and minimize any risks from the more risky traders from the other 5. So I mean, we could just keep putting 200s in OlivierDanvel until it's 1200. Or we can mix it up a bit, which I'm kind of inclined to do, but probably just from a YouTube sense and trying to sort of captivate watchers with different people, and looking at different people, because it probably would get a bit boring as saying, oh, it's been 2.5 to 3 months, let's stick more money on OlivierDanvel. But from a strategic point of view, I think just going all in on OlivierDanvel until it hits the $1,200 mark probably is the best thing to do, and then look at other copiers. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, so don't hold me to that. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do jaynemesis next, or see how the other copiers get out of this hole that COVID-19's put them in. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that does it for today. OlivierDanvel now on $400 and $401.31 value, and we'll see how that goes now that we've essentially doubled the money that's in there. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Oh, also, be safe and stay home with COVID. I hope you're all doing well. Just be careful. It's such a tricky time that we're living in. Just be safe. Stay home. Be safe. Practice social distancing. I know you've probably heard all this a million times, but it's all for your benefit, and everyone else's benefit. And we just need to, stay safe for a few months. I'm sure it'll all be over soon, and then we sort of go back out and go shopping and go to the beach or whatever and have fun. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and stay safe. All right, cheers. Bye.